Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot!
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another movie review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Today I'm going to be reviewing a new Netflix movie that is scheduled to be released on the platform January 20th. I'm going to be talking about The Royal Treatment. Directed by Rick Jacobson, and it stars Laura Marano and Mana Musad. New York hairdresser Izzy seizes the chance to work at the wedding of a charming prince, but when sparks between them fly, will love or duty prevail? So I'm going to be honest, I knew nothing about this movie at all, so I decided to check it out because it stars Mana Musad, who you know plays Aladdin in the live-action Aladdin remake. And I thought he was pretty good as Aladdin, so let me check him out in this new Netflix movie. Thank you to Netflix for providing me this early screener to check out. And what did I think of The Royal Treatment? Was it good? Was it bad? Or is it worth skipping altogether on Netflix? Overall, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was just okay, fine. It's a good romantic comedy, pretty solid all the way around, and I would say check it out if you want to. I would say the performances from our two lead stars in here, Laura Marano and Mana Musad, I thought were pretty good. The concept sounded pretty interesting watching this movie, since it is kind of like Aladdin in certain ways, where you have now the actor who played Aladdin in the live-action remake is playing the prince this time around. And you know how Aladdin and Jasmine, Aladdin was trying to work his way to Jasmine. But I do think their performances are pretty solid in here. I would say their chemistry was fine, like not amazing, but they did fine with the source material they were given. I would say the direction from Rick Jacobson was pretty solid all the way around. I think he understands the genre of romantic comedies. It seems like he has an appreciation for it just based off of the script and the characters he's portraying. And so I would say the romance as well as the comedy mixed together was pretty enjoyable. And the pacing was also really good, especially for this movie. The way it was able to have these different sequences in it and make it really spot on pacing wise. And so it definitely felt like watching the movie, it was over right away. And the pacing just made it that way. I would call this just your pop-in romantic comedy and just have a good time with, but nothing like a top-tier masterpiece romantic comedy. And so what are the issues with this movie that not make it a perfect romantic comedy? I would say the comedy. While the romantic element was pretty good, the comedy for the most part doesn't land fully. There is some humor that gets thrown in there in certain scenes between our characters, and I'm like, that joke didn't land. Usually movies nowadays have to have an overabundance of humor, especially the MCU movies, but for the most part they're able to balance that humor. I just felt like they didn't balance the humor in here very well. Like, I would say about 50% of the jokes land. If a movie can make me laugh 70 or 80% above that rating, then I call it a good comedy. But here I wouldn't call it a good comedy. And that's definitely not the worst criticism in the world. I would definitely say if you love romantic comedies, check this one out for yourself. But for me, who's not a romance or romantic comedy junkie, definitely won't pop this one in again for a while. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts and score on The Royal Treatment, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you like this review, definitely consider hitting that like button and subscribe button for weekly reviews, ranking videos, and tons of movie content on this channel, and you don't want to miss it. The Royal Treatment on Netflix was actually a surprising, enjoyable watch, because usually when I go into these romantic comedy movies, especially Netflix ones, my expectations are usually at a low. But this one, I would say, it's enjoyable to watch. It has some funny scenes, not funny scenes fully, like some of the comedy needed work, but I think the lead actors are able to make it an enjoyable watch. On my rating scale, I'm going to give the royal treatment a C+. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts and opinions on the royal treatment coming to Netflix on January 20th. Are you guys going to check this movie out, or are you going to skip this one? If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts and opinions below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!